Hi everyone. The next batch is rather a dusty batch. I've been sorting the room up upstairs. I was trying to find some 50 volt bulbs for Alex. He wanted to see some. I put a couple aside. I know I've got more, it's just a case of finding them. Anyhow, what I did find was a plastic bag upstairs which I'd carefully plonked on the floor, and I having a little look through it, and a lot of these lamps I didn't realise I had, or if I had, I'd forgotten all about them. So I can slowly go through them. I better not do the whole lot because it'll take you all night. Yeah, the first little lamp we got, remember these, they were Philips. I've got it on the old Variac, so I'll bring it down so we can see the etch. There's the etch at the top there. I'm hoping it shows up okay. In fact, I'm going to unscrew the... God, it got quite hot. These are obviously not vacuum. Let's have a look. I think you can see the etch there. It's Philips. I don't know how old these were. A few years. Appliance lamps. I can make out, might be a bit clearer now. Surprising what a bit of sunlight I do. Anyhow, these were appliance lamps, obviously for appliances, refrigerators, perhaps cookers that had lights inside. I'll even show you the little box it came in, if I can find it. Do excuse it's organised chaos. Here we are. That's the little box it came in, or the little wrapper. I don't know where I got it from. It's made over here, it's made in Great Britain. But it's got a code number on it, so they'll probably better tell me what the age is. Now also, while we're looking at the variable resistor or Variac, I can show you a large carbon lamp. This is 240 volts. Once again, it is rather dusty. I do apologise. It's by Mazda. Beautiful lamp, well made. I'll take it out and have a close look. So I'm so careful not to clean the etch because you wipe them off as easy as anything. There, I don't know if you can see that. There's probably a code number there as well. Even then the etch can go a bit funny and become unclear. There it is. Let's hope that it can be seen. Beautiful lamp. Well made. Mazda Carbon. It's Mazda BTH, the English Mazda. Jumping about a bit. A lamp we have here, which is also a little bit dusty. It's just a standard 100-watt lamp, but then you look at the top and there's more to it. I picked these ones up several years after the Berlin Wall came down. I tell you what, I can still remember before the wall came down. It was a dreadful thing. Anyhow, it came down and it opened the doors to a lot of the other bloc, sort of Russian and the Eastern Bloc countries. Well, this lamp, I can't really make out what it says on there. I think it's USSR. It's got yeah, made in USSR. So this is actually made in Russia, made in USSR. Whether it was made by the Moscow Lamp Works, Melk I think it's called, I don't know. But there's the lamp, a genuine Russian lamp. You look at the inside, it looks like any other lamp, except it's not fused. It's very effective, and once again it's got a base which is made out of this horrible metal which is like a grey patina on it. This is a few years old because it was several years I went over to Berlin and was able to go across the other side. Well, by then it was possible. That was very educational. Now, while we're over that way of the world, we've got a pole lamp here. See if the etch comes up. These were obviously made in Poland. I've even got the wrapper somewhere, or a wrapper with pole lamp on it. There we are. Sorry, the wrapper's has faded out. You can hardly see the stuff on there. Gives you an idea it's a few years old. There we are, pole lamp. And that bulb came out of that. Now, about, I don't know what year it was. I cannot remember years, but it was quite a time ago. The English Osram became the German Osram, and the changeover, we have some lamps here which were at the changeover time. As you can see, made in Great Britain, but it was a typical lamp package as you would have found in Germany. I'll get the bulb out and see what is actually written on the etch, if it's okay. Just getting them out. Yeah, this one's got quite a good etch. Oh, there's the etch. Try and get it so you can see it. It seems to be better to show the etch rather than light the lamp up. Well, there's obviously a code number in there. I can read it. It says Osram. Now it's extra light. This was a type of lamp they brought out a long time ago, but I can remember the name. In fact, there was a shop in London, I think it was called Great Eastern Trading. I don't even know if they're still there, but they sold a lot of lamps, and I remember the first time seeing this particular type extra light. And this lamp is made in England. It's also got a code. It looks like 11WF. From that, probably better find out the year of manufacture. There's also like another code above 150 watts. So anyhow, that's the lamp. Quite a well made lamp. Well, this would have presumably still have been made in the old Osram Lamp Works at Wembley. I think they've gone, but have gone. And I'm also led to believe that the equipment went across to India, and that was where the status lamps were made. I'm not 100% about this, it's just what I heard. Anyhow, popping that one down. What have we got in here? There's an old Philips. There's the packing. In there is special lamp. Well, it's not a special lamp. Oh, I think it's a sewing machine lamp. It's got something written on it. The Singer Company, yeah. This would have been used as a light over a Singer sewing machine. It was obviously made by Philips, which on the cap it says Philips. It's got a code OH4. That would probably tell when it was made. The actual cap itself, it looks exceptionally long. But no, that's the top. And the filament, rather nice. It's obviously the rough service type filament, because obviously being used on a lamp which is moved about. When people are using sewing machines, it needs to have a fairly rugged filament, and as you see, it is well made. Beautifully made filament. Yeah, that's the Philips. I'm going fairly fast because I don't want to drive you all to sleep. Also, I've picked up in here, as I say, I don't know what's in this bag of stuff, it's just what I've forgot all about. Now let's see what's here. Now the next lamp came out of that wrapper. I'm going to have to put them all back later. Osram. There's nothing else on there about it, but the lamp is here. And there's the etch, which is in white, 100 volt, 11 watts. It's quite a dim light. Made in England. Now it has got a code on there, 81, and a number code at the bottom, which is either 88, 58. Not too sure. But I can give a clue. Let's look at the base. There's writing on the base, which says GEC Limited, Osram, made in England. And on the other side it's got AP. Now, I know something to do with the civil defence during the war. AP something it was called. It's got AP on there and a code just 100. I can't get it all in because it's unfortunately being corroded. But on the other side of the lamp you have another little symbol which shows a crown and anchor. And that was quite a well-known army sign. Well, actually, for the Navy. So there we are, the little red light that was used during the last war. So that gives you an idea of the age of the lamp. What else have we got? Yes, I must show you this. Where I used to go to school, or put my time in at school, was New Malden, which is near Kingston, sort of between Kingston, Rains Park. West Barnes Lane was the name of the street. Sorry about the dust and mark that's on this lamp. But near to where I worked, there was the Omega Lamp Works, which they had an office there. I don't think they actually made them there, but there was an office. Well, there's one of their lamps, Omega Plus Life, 2,500 hours. And I know street lights, and this is going back a bit, that used to light side roads up. And where I lived then, there was a lamp outside the street, and they periodically changed the lamp. And what they did, well, they did on this occasion, in my garden we had growing raspberry canes. And one day, while I was picking the raspberries, there was a lamp on the ground. It was intact, quite amazing. And I assumed it was where they had changed the lamp, which was right next to where these raspberries were, and it was one of these Omega Plus lights. And look at it very carefully. Look at the number of supports the filament's got. A beautifully made lamp. Look at all those supports. It's single coil. It's fused on one of the lines in. Normal bayonet cap. This one I believe is about 100 watts. So we've got an example of the Omega Plus lamp. I think they were absorbed into the GE lamps. About 2500 hours. Now also another lamp you don't often see. I think these were mainly sold to restaurants and places like that. This is the reflector type. If I can get it out of the box. Which is just a standard type of reflector lamp. But I don't know if we can see the etch. The etch is very, very tiny. It might come up, it might not. Why they write so small, I don't know. And I can show you on the box the name of it. Marathon. The name was Marathon, but also on it was the name. They used to be called Oliver Marathon, was Oliver Industrial Lamps. I don't know if they're going still. I don't think they are. It's got on here, this lamp is specially constructed to give an average of 3,500 hours, 3,500, which is quite high. I'll put it on there, I won't read it out. I'll leave it there so anyone wants to see, they can see it on the video. The blurb on top of the box. 240, 250 volt, diffused 60 watt Edison screw. R80 refers to the size of the reflector lamp. It's got the address there. Burnham Market, Kings Lynn, P31, which I think is Peterborough code. And it looks like a telephone number. It's got the CE mark on it as well. Anyhow, we've nearly gone through this lot. If I've missed anything, I'm sorry. I'll show you this one. I won't take it out of the box. It's just a normal, well, normal size lamp. But that is what it looks like. It's a 60 watt at 50 volts. I don't know where I got this from. It's not one that I've nicked from the telephone exchange. I will, as I said, for Alex, I've got to sort out some 50 volt lamps and show them. I've got some, but it's taking time. I'm having a job sorting through this stuff. So anyhow, I'm going to virtually knock it on the head now. I will show you one lamp though. It's called Polestar Photoreflector Lamp. there's the number, 220 volt, 500 watt, and its life expectancy is 100 hours. It's obviously used for flood. It's a type of photo flood. And there's the lamp. It's got a very unusual cap. It's got like a skirted bit to it. I've never come across that before. Looks well made. I don't even know where it's made. Oh, hold on. Didn't notice that before. It looks like there's an etch on there. And the etch, by looking at it, would appear, I don't know if it's showing up there, it appears to be etched on the other side of the glass. So it's an inside etch. You'd never rub this one off. Yeah, it's an inside etch, which is unusual. You've got the name on there. Reflector lamp. You've got reflector lamp. Polestar. It's a new name to me. I don't know if it says anything about where it was made. My eyes are not that good. It's 220 volt, 500 watt. No, it doesn't say where it's made. But there's the etch, there's the lamp. If anyone knows what this is or can give any information, it'd be handy. Polestar. Yeah, I'm going to knock it on the head now. I'm still sorting through that bag of stuff, so there'll probably be some more to put up. Sorry, it's rather in a mess, but at least I have got the lamps up and showed you. And as I say, any 50 volters I'll put to one side for Alex, who came back to me on one of the which was actually out on that which one was it, the 50 volt squirrel cage lamp, which was the same lamp, not that lamp though, but a very, very similar one, which I found when I had to change a lamp in the telephone exchange. That was a good find, that was. Anyhow, thanks again. Any comments please make. I'll try and answer it. If I don't know the answers, there's someone out there who probably will. So once again, thanks for watching. I'm going to upload this and hopefully it won't be too bad. I do apologise about some of these lamps being a bit scruffy with dust. After all, it's antique dust, so it may even be valuable. Anyhow, thanks again for watching. Thank you.